Hi everybody. So, welcome back to Willie's American Guitars video series. This is video number, 500. You have to forgive me, I'm still a little stupid jet lag, but we just got this in, and I kind of have a soft spot for these guys that are a little older, slightly older than me. That's old. Would buy these as like their first guitar. Your parents would go to the store and they would get a good guitar, a Gibson. Gibson never made cheap stuff. Now the manufacturers have to make cheap things to because they sell, but Gibson used to mean Gibson. That was just the highest standard of quality. It was all about the woods. They made, these are laminated guitars, but they made their own laminations. They were specially made. They didn't go buy plywood. Gibson made it. They had a compression machine that put the laminates together, and Brazilian rosewood board, Brazilian rosewood fretboard, Brazilian rosewood bridge, nickel pickup or nickel tailpiece, and this old 50s pickup. This is a 1959 ES-125T, and T stands for thin, and it's a thin body. In '58, when they came out with the 335s and the 330, that thin body was kind of a cool thing. Amps were getting bigger, bands were getting bigger, audiences were getting bigger, and the big fat guitars fed back through amplifiers. So the thin guitar was like modern and new, and 59s in general are hot. If you have three guitars and one of them is a 1959, that 59 Gibson will get a premium over the other two because it's the neck shape, it's the big frets. 58 had little frets, and by 60-61 the necks got a little thinner this way, what they call wide thin. It's wide this way, but they're narrowed out this way. The nut is the same, but 60-61 guitars have a wide, thin feel. It's not to everyone's taste. My old pal Alan Rogan, God rest his soul, loved the wide, thin. But generally, guys like that hand-filling, not too big, but big neck. And it's really proven to be a thing is for even modern guitars to copy that 59 neck, this neck. So this is a 125. The nice thing about these type guitars, they are songwriting guitars. They're a great guitar to sit around and play on, and they're a great guitar for recording because there's more oomph, there's more bottom end. This bigger body and all that air that it projects tends to be, it tends to have more whoop. Has a really nice, turning it down, of course, cleans up fantastically. In the old days, guitar players actually used their volume controls much more than they do now. They really do break up well. We're going through this Magnatone Super 15, which is a kind of more or less a hand-wired Marshall in its tone. I'm going to grind it a little bit, and you can see it doesn't really feed back. It's not screamingly feeding back right now. They are controllable, and if it does start to feed back, wait for it. If it does start to feed back, come on. If it does start to feed back, you can just hold your fingers over the strings. Isn't that fun? fun, fun, fun. This is a really clean guitar. There's no real buckle wear on the back. There's no finish checking that gives you sometimes that snaky feel. The tuners all function. The lacquer is glossy. There's not a lot of fade. It's really a pretty guitar. It's fun to look at. It has all these premium things. Think for a minute, what would it cost Gibson to do this? They get $1,000 out of a piece of Brazilian rosewood fingerboard. So there's that added onto the price. And these old pickups too, they're gonna go for a very pretty penny. All of this for them to make new is more than it's being offered for now. So it's intrinsic value. What it costs to replace is above what the vintage value is. That's not true. You look at a 50s Strat and what it costs to make a 50s Strat reissue, a good one, and it's way beyond it. It's beyond its cost to build. It's intrinsic value. And this guitar represents that. It's a really good bargain. And it's also, like I said, a great songwriter's guitar, a great guitar to put in your lap. Comes with this nifty hard shell case. Now this is not the original case. The case comes from later. Many times these were sold with a soft case. This is a replacement case, no doubt, but it is a high quality case. And since I closed the case, it's time to close the video. Thanks for watching.